Check ultimateguard.com and find premium quality products for your favorite trading card game. Check video description or visit Ultimate Guard for more.
How's it going, YouTube? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, I will play with Umbreon GX featuring Sharpedo. Very interesting deck. Pretty much casual, not a top competitive, not to be even close to be competitive. But I really like the fact that you can strafe down to the Sharpedo with a bursting balloon, and you can still have the free retreat. I mean, the very powerful and popular deck right now in standard format is either way Garbodor with the Drampa or Garbodor with the Espeon. And Sharpedo and Umbreon both have resistance to the Psychics, so that can definitely be good. And also, Rough Skin can force our opponent if he decides to attack our Sharpedo to take 3 damage counters. It's very important, especially against Garbodor, because then we can just strike with the 90 with the Shadow Bullet, which will be 120 in total for the knockout against Garbodor. And the good thing is that we can then strike for 30 another Trebuchet or Garbodor, and then again be able to go with the Shadow Bullet for the one-hit knockout. 22 Pokemon sounds like a lot, and really it is. 28 trainer cards and 10 energies. I'm running 4 Eevees with the Energy Evolution, and one of the each Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon for that extra weakness, and of course 3 copies of Umbreon GX with the Strafe, Shadow Bullet, and Dark Hole GX. In addition to that, I'm running 4 tree line of the Corwenha and the Sharpedo, which can also be used for the Aqua Impact and strike for 60 plus 20 more for each energy in our opponent at retreat cost, which means that we can even powered up Sharpedo and strike for 120 and one-hit knock at our opponent Garbodor, which is pretty cool. One Oricorio with the Supernatural Dances here for those Vespiquen decks, of course. And 2 Tapu Leles, mainly for the Wonder tag. They can also be used with the Energy Drive, 1 line of the Remoraid and Octillery for that Abyssal Hand. Overall, that's all from the Pokemon cards. Moving on to the item cards. I tried to build this deck with as less possible item cards as I can. So I decided to go with 2 Field Blowers because I feel how it's very important to have 2 Field Blowers, mainly to discard tools from our opponent Pokemons in play, but mainly to be able to discard also Stadium cards in play, or maybe just Float Stones for the Garbodor with the Garbodor Toxin, so you can maybe strike for the weakness against some other Pokemons that will be weak to fire, dark, water, or lighting. 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher, in addition to that 4 Ultra Balls and 3 V-Seekers. From supporter line, I'm running 1 copy of Bridget. Of course, with the Tapu Lele turn 1, Bridget is the best option you can get. 1 copy of Brock's Grid for the Energy and Pokemon Recycle. A single Hex Maniac, 1 Lysander, 3 Ents, and 1 Kukui, of course featuring 4 copies of Professor Sycamores. And then from the tool cards, I'm running 3 copies of Bursting Balloons, 2 Choice Bands, and 1 Floatstone featuring 10 energies. 4 of them are of course double cores, and 6 of them are actually just regular Darkness energy cards. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this deck, but to be honest, I'm having a hard time beating my opponent. I always manage to get down to 1 prize, and then I just either way lost because I don't have energy card, or I just deck out myself, or I simply discarded all of my V-Seekers, or I'm missing just a Flowstone, so I can't retreat. So yeah, that's just a nightmare. Anyways, guys, if you're looking for any of these cards, make sure to find CCG. Make sure to check ccgcastle.com, and also make sure to think about if you have your bulk, you can definitely trade it for one of the sealed booster boxes. All you really need to know about that promotion can be found in my video description, so make sure to check that. Let's do some game tests so you can actually see this deck in action. Also, let me know what you think about it, and please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It will help me a lot. So let's do some game tests to see this deck in action, so see you in the game. Okay, so taking a first look at my opening hand, and I'm just starting with 1 copy of the Remoraid with the Iron Pool. More than that, at least I have Professor Sycamore available, but the problem with that Sycamore is if I play against a Garbodor deck, I'm just gonna discard too many item cards in my discard pile. I mean, 3, that's already 6 damage counters. So I wish I can top deck something as a... Oh no, there's also a Wobbuffet. Okay, Wobbuffet, a Floatstone, a Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele can be used under the Wobbuffet, so I actually like that. Alright, Tapu Lele GX for Bridget. as expected. I mean, Bridget is just so good card. Once the Tapu Lele is in play, not too many. It's just not worth even to discuss about that. So there's a Trubbish and 2 Eevees. Okay, and Sharpedo for me as a top deck. Okay, at least I can scrap his Floatstone. I can attach that Bursting Balloon, but I don't even need to do that. I'm hoping for the best, but I think that's not gonna happen. I think I'm not gonna pull Floatstone just because I'm running 1 Floatstone and I have like 45 cards left. No freaking way. I just pull a Floatstone. That's like a 40. That's like the 40. Let's do something like this. Tapu Lele and Bridget. And I'm just gonna stay in the front with my Remoraid. At least for now. Who would say that I'm gonna top deck both cards, a Floatstone and Octillery? Personally, I wouldn't say that, never, but it actually happened. I mean, decided to attach that double Cores energy just to be 100% sure that I can maybe avoid next turn attaching energy in order to pay retreat. And there's an Ultra Ball, which might be for Espeon, which might be for Garbodor. I think it might be for Espeon or maybe another Tapu Lele, who knows, even another Tapu Lele. Oh, for nothing, failed to search, interesting. I mean, as long as the Wobbuffet is in the front, I'm not going to be able to use advantage of my Abyssal Hand. There's a Garbodor, and he have only 1 card available, and that 1 card is... no way! No, dude, why? Ah, come on. He just played N. He just tricked me, he just played N, I just waste my Tapu Lele. I mean, I have another Ultra Ball available, which means I can go for another one. But... I don't know if that's gonna be smart. I don't know if that's gonna be smart. I mean, I can do something like this. I can take the risk. I can Ultra Ball for Sharpedo and Energy, and I can grab maybe another Tapu Lele if I have it for maybe Lysander. And I can just grab myself Lysander. Lysander, he's, for example, Tapu Lele in the front, which I'm definitely gonna do. Apply some pressure to him, and basically evolve my Eevee. Or let's just do some pressure to his Tapu Lele, definitely. Tapu Lele, definitely. I mean, I have his Secret available for Sycamore next turn, so I think this is actually a good play. As long as I can apply some pressure, retreat down to my Kowenha, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I'm losing 1 double Cores energy, but it is how it is, so let's just strafe back to Kowenha. If he wants to knock him out, he's gonna need at least 1 more double Cores energy to strike for 60, because I have resistance minus 20. Yeah, I wish there was at least 1 Bursting Balloon, but it's not. I have only 4 item cards. 4 item cards is like 80. 80 is not a huge amount of damage counters from the Garbodor, but still, it's not something that should be ignored. There's a choice band for the Lele, and well, there might be Lysander play for my opponent. I don't know, we shall see. Everything is possible, but at least I managed to evolve. And there's another energy, which is a Psychic one, so he can strike for like 40. Actually, he can strike for 60 right now. 20, 40, 60. What? How? Did I miss something? Oh, it's not affected by the weakness and resistance. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, forget about weakness and resistance. Anyways, a V-Seeker for Sycamore. And that's gonna be for 7 cards. I lost my Kowenha, and I'm actually mad that that happened. But it is how it is. I mean, I have another one. I have another Eevee. I have Octillery, which means I can even Abyssal Hand. But what I'm gonna do here is... I'm also thinking about maybe playing that... Shadow Bullet, not the Shadow Bullet, but the Dark Hole GX. For now, I'm just gonna get rid of his Choice Band. I can strafe down to another Kowenha, for example, or I can strafe down to my Lele, for example. And then next turn I can actually knock him out with my Lele. So I'm actually gonna do that. Let's just evolve into another Umbreon, and let's just play something like this. A Bursting Balloon, a Beazle Hand, and then simply strafe down to my Lele. All I really need is a double CORSAIR energy, of course, if my opponent decides to attack me next turn. So strafe down to Lele. He take 3 damage counters, and he also takes 6 damage counters if he decided to attack my Lele, and that's the good one. Then I can actually maybe even play Lysander, knocks out his Eevee, for example, and put 3 more damage counters to Lele, and then, for example, play another Lysander, knocks out his Jolteon and Lele, and that's already 4 prize cards. Plus I can still use my Dark Hole GX, but so far it's not... Oh, Lysander. Okay, I'm gonna lose my Octillery. Okay, it's better to lose Octillery. Actually, I'm not gonna lose even Octillery. I'm gonna need double CORSAIR energy to retreat right now, or a Floatstone. But probably I'm not gonna find any of these 2 cards. Ultra Ball. For 1, Sharpedo. And Sycamore for 7. Before I Sycamore for 7, I can try to find something with my Beazle Hand. Brock's Grit and Energy. Interesting. Well, let's just go with a Sycamore for 7. Better chance to find a Floatstone and DC, and I managed to pull both of them. So that's just fine. That's just fine. I managed to pull both of them, and I can just, you know, Shadow Bullet, apply some pressure down to his Garbodor, because Garbodor is probably going to be promoted, and I really need one-hit knockout against the Garbodor, there is no doubt about it. So there's a double CORSAIR energy and another darkness energy. How many item cards I have? Let's just start to count them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, that's like 180. And 200 with my choice band. So I'm in a zone to be knocked out. I mean, 180 minus 20 is 160. Choice band 190. So yeah, if he can somehow find himself energy, choice band, and something like a field blower, then he can definitely knock out my Umbreon with his Garbodor with a single shot. But then I can respond back, knocking out his Garbodor with my Umbreon, and there's a Floatstone for the Wobbuffet. So he might just decide to retreat down to the Wobbuffet. Who knows? We shall see. Yeah, there's a field blower. There's a field blower. So all he really needs is a choice band and energy card. Can he maybe find it? We shall see. I also lost my Floatstone, so that's even more damage counters right now. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's 200. That's the one-hit knockout. That's the one-hit knockout. Oh my gosh. So he needs just 1 energy card. I wish I have Eco Arm, so I can refresh those tools from my discard pile back to my deck. There's an Ultra Ball, which means that he still don't have an energy card. You gotta be kidding me. It takes the ages for my opponent to find an energy, but if he had one, then definitely my Umbreon is gonna be knocked out. And he even have another Trubbish available. Whew. Yeah, and also Lysander is available in his discard pile. Oh, no way. No, don't tell me that he just Sky Return. So yeah, he actually misses the opportunity for the knockout here. And I wish I can somehow knock out his Garbodor with my Sharpedo, but unfortunately I can't. Unfortunately I can't, and I'm definitely gonna prepare him for the knockout next turn. So that's gonna be 1 Lysander, of course, versus his Garbodor. And Shadow Bullet. 3 damage counters should goes down to 60, 80, 110. Well, that Wobbuffet is probably going to be sooner or later a big problem. But I'm just thinking about applying some pressure to his Eevee. I know that Garbodor will came into play, but I can knock out his Garbodor with my Sharpedo because I can strike for like 112, 120. And that's exactly what I need against his Garbodor, because he have 3 retreat cost, as you can see. But if he decide to attach a Floatstone, yeah. If he decide to attach Floatstone, then I'm actually in a pretty bad position. So I hope that's not gonna happen. Anyways, I'm down to 3 prize cards, but my opponent will also go down to 3 prize cards right now after this knockout against my Umbreon. So I hope he can't find a floatstone for that Garbodor, because if he managed to find a floatstone for him, well, I'm definitely in a very bad spot. Anyways, Sycamore for 7. Probably he's searching for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He have 6 Pokemons? Oh, Choice Band. Oh, he decided to attach a Choice Band. Alright, that's okay. That's just perfectly fine for me. I don't know if he actually saw that Sharpedo coming. I think he didn't. But yeah, that Sharpedo will just knocks out his Garbodor for 120. And that's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I need. Plus, I can also put my Oricori on my bench. And even better, I'm just gonna Ultra Ball to see what I have left. I only have 1 double course energy remaining. Ooh, that's a little bit scary. Beazle Hand and 1 copy of N. I really want to put my opponent in a disadvantage, ending him down to 3 cards, because he have plenty of cards available in his hand. More than that, more than that, more than that. Is it even worth to attach the bursting balloon? I think it is, especially if he can find that Espeon. So that's the knockout. That's the 120. Garbodor is knocked out. He don't have another Garbodor in play. Only thing that can actually save him is that Espeon, but I don't think how even Espeon can do something significantly here. I lost all 3 VA Seekers, and there's energy for the Espeon. Alright. Oh, will he decide to Psybeam, or maybe even better, a Lysander Psybeam? We shall see. And there's a VA Seeker, so it might be for a Lysander, or it might be just for a Sycamore. Let's see. I mean, if it's the Lysander down to any of my Pokemons without chance to attack, then I actually lost the game. He decided to go for my Umbreon, and that's gonna be confused down to my Umbreon. Only 10 damage counters. I'm thinking about taking the risk with my Strafe. Oh, taking 3 damage counters. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. I can't pay double course energy for a retreat because I have auto loss. So I just need somehow to strafe down to my Sharpedo. Oh, the YGX. Say goodbye to my Octillery. Say goodbye to my Octillery. I don't have a single energy card left. I need Prox Grid so badly. But it's in my discard pile, and I'm running only 3 copies of VA Seeker. And this Umbreon is down to 9, 10 damage counters, 11 in total. I mean, there's a Rescue Stretcher. Maybe I can still pull something out. Rescue Stretcher. Nah, it's not gonna be okay. I mean, I need heads on the strafe. That's the only thing that can save me right now. And then I can try to apply some pressure with my Sharpedo. Aqua Impact. I mean, I need heads on the coin flip. Will I be able to hit heads on... It's all about this heads on the coin flip. I mean... I can even take a risk. Let me see something. 2 VA Seekers, 1 Lysander. I can retreat, but if I retreat, he can strike me for like... Let's just count. 120. And I have resistance, so I can actually survive that. Let's risk. Let's go down to Sharpedo, and let's use that Aqua Impact. I mean, Maybe, but just maybe. I should actually do that turn before, but I didn't. So let's see if he can somehow find a way to get a Lysander. I mean, I'm without energies. I have 0 energies available. I mean, 0 energies. He can retreat. He can always retreat. Retreat is always option, but... okay, he can even retreat for free. I can also retreat for free. So we can both retreat for free. And it's my turn. My top deck is just the Eevee, but I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna strike with my Aqua Impact for like 60, so he still needs the top deck as well as I. But I know that I can't top deck anything that can actually save me here. He have another Psychic Energy available and a Super Rod. Alright, so he can, for example, retreat again if he wants, but... whew. I think I would win a game if I just decided to retreat a turn before, but... I was scared about another Lysander play and decking myself out. He can Bite Barricade for like a 0. I mean, he can actually Psych Assault for like 0 damage counters. Come on, that's the knockout. I mean, Aqua Impact for the knockout. It all depends on the top deck. He just needs a top deck, and that's all. I mean, I'm running 3 V Seekers, 1 Lysander. I wish I have 1 extra Lysander for the knockout, but I don't have. And yeah, he can't even knock out my Sharpedo because he have. Oh, there's the end. Okay, I'm going down to 1 card. He's gonna pull 2 cards, but still, I managed to pull another end. And there's a Psychic, so he decided to knock out for like 130 my Sharpedo, and he's gonna take 3 damage counters, which means only one thing. I need energy. I wish I have energy, but I don't. I mean, 3 energies, 4 energies. Oricorio, the last one. I need energy card, but I know that I don't have energy card available. Just Octillery. I should just strafe for like 30. The last card in my prize card is a energy card, and if I was able to pull that energy, I could just put 6 damage counters to his Espeon and the game would be over. Or if I even had a chance to play maybe a Brock's Grid. So there's a VA Seeker for the Lysander, and that's gonna be the knockout. So that's the GG. Oh, come on. It was a very... what? Really? Sycamore? Why Sycamore? You don't have he had a Lysander? Why he didn't go for the Lysander play? Okay, I'm confused. But still, I can't win because I don't have energy card. And there's a Rescue Stretcher. For a Trubbish. Okay, lack of the resource actually preventing me from taking a victory here. But that turn before, yeah, that turn before was just way too much. There's just Vaporeon. Yeah, I guess I can put it into play. Even if I was able to strike with my Umbreon, I mean, if there was at least, for example, a Choice Band, it would be enough for the knockout, but it wasn't. So yeah, he have another Lysander right now, and he can simply Lysander. He can knock it even Topple Ella with full HP for the victory. Oh, no way. That last energy was prized. It was a 50-50 chance actually to hit the energy for the victory, but it actually happens sometimes. You win, sometimes you're not. Overall, I'm happy. I mean, this is not the top competitive. It's just a casual, funny deck to play with it. And it actually works pretty well. I mean, surprisingly, it works well. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know also what you think about this deck in the comments below. I think if I actually played instead of the Brock's Grid, that Super Road, I would probably win a game. Brock's Grid was the factor that I actually lost this game because I was not able to play it and to recycle my resources without losing a supported turn. And overall, I like the deck. I like the idea with Sharpedo and the Umbreon because they can both attack for the same energy cost, and Sharpedo can also just be a huge advantage with that draw skin. Once again, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Have a nice day till the next time, so we'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.